This week we are going to be reading a story that's called a fairy tale. Fairy tales are old stories that have made-up characters and events that could not really happen. When you're reading a fairy tale, you look for phrases like once upon a time, it ends with a happy ending. And before we start reading, remember that good readers are going to ask questions before, during, and after we read to help us understand the text and get information. Look for evidence in the text and pictures to answer your questions. There are our new vocabulary words: ugly, paddled, chilly, beautiful, and changed. Gail Carson Levine is the author of Big Dilly's Tale, and you can come back and read to find out more about her later. Big Dilly's Tale by Gail Carson Levine. Once upon a time, Dilly was a big duckling with a big beak. A duck called him ugly. I wonder why a duck called him ugly. His friend Minna called him cute. Dilly splashed, splat, honk, quack. One day, Dilly paddled fast for fun, but when he turned, he was alone and lost and afraid. Have you ever been lost and afraid? I have. The next morning, a chilly wind blew. Dilly wished for Minna. Then Dilly saw a girl. She led him to her farm. The barn was warm. Dilly found a nest just his size. He lived at the farm for many weeks. Uh-oh, what's happening here? When spring came, Dilly went to find Minna. He saw the ducks, and he saw swans. Dilly looked at himself. Oh, he saw a swan. Dilly was not a duck after all. Minna said he was still cute. Dilly played with the swans and Minna and the other ducks. He lived happily ever after. Honk, ha, quack, ha. So what questions did you ask yourself about Dilly before, during, and after reading? How did they help you understand the story? What does Dilly learn about himself? Think about that for a minute. What did he learn at the end of the story?